How have the training sessions been working alongside Errol? Like how intense is it? Like how bad does he want this?
He want it bad. You know, he trying to. I feel like he trains for every fight like it's a championship fight. You know, we ain't sleeping on no fighters. You know, like everybody is woke and caught. You know, we woke and conscious of who we fighting, and you know he been working hard, but he always work hard. So it ain't like he then turned it up. He always got his level turned up. So I feel like you know he may have added a few different things. You know, but for the most part, the grind is the same. You know, still grinding and working hard.
The big question I've heard from a few people is how is Terence going to handle Errol's power? What do you make of that dynamic in this fight?
I feel like it's going to play a big factor. You know, I feel they both got power. You know, both fighters got power, but I feel like it's just going. It's not all about the power that Errol got. You know, he know how to use it. And he know what to do with it. So that's the difference.
From what you've seen in camp, does the fight go all 12, or do you see a stoppage?
It's one of those fights, man. It could go either way. It can go either way. But it's looking like it might be a stoppage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an inkling, like late, mid?
Hey, it might be a stoppage.
How's that stoppage look?
A one-sided ass whooping. Man, I plan on showing a lot this fight. You know, I want to show the fans a lot this fight. You know, what I got in my arsenal. You know, it's so much that I haven't even shown. You know, and I'm a much better fighter than I was a year ago. You know, I'm a much better fighter than I was in my last fight. You know, so I just keep growing as a fighter and getting better, you know, and understanding the game, you know. So, man, I plan on putting on a dominant performance out there come Saturday, and I feel like the performance that I put on is going to wake a lot of people up.
When you see your division, it's stacked, man. In your opinion, where would you rank amongst the guys at 135 pounds?
I'm ranked right there with them. I could beat any of them, you know, so I'm ranked right there with them.
Obviously, I would think you feel that way because you know your skills, but say like someone were to be like, well, what makes you think you're on that level with those guys? What would you tell them?
Who have they fought? You know, so for somebody to say, I got some belts or whatever, but none of us ain't fought the real dogs, honestly, in the division. Ain't none of us went head to head, for real. So who have they fought? You know, that's when you would really be able to tell, just like Errol and Terence, this is a dog fight, you know. Lightweights ain't fought no dog fights yet, so they time gonna tell, you know, who the real dogs when the real dogs fight each other.
Based on, I know a fighter has like a different vision. You know, based on that, who do you think is that like dog besides you in the division?
Man, I feel like Tank a dog. I feel like Shakur a dog. I feel like, you know, all the guys in the top. I feel like all the guys in the top, really the top 5 fighters, you know, all dogs. But those top 5 guys haven't fought each other, so that's when you really get to see like who's who. You know, not let's let A-level fighters fight A-level fighters, not off of clout and all of that. Let the real fighters fight each other, and then just see who's who.
Do you think you'll be able to get fights with like a Haney, with the Shakur, giving like the promotional companies that you guys are indifferent, and even with Tank? You know, it seems that Tank wants the big name type of events and types of fights. Do you think those fights can be made and will be made with you?
Yeah, you know, I got a great team. You know, they trying to, you know, open the doors up for me to get those fights. You know, so you know, I feel that one of those big fights will come my way. You know, and I'm gonna be ready whenever it comes. You know, so I do believe that I get one of them big fights.
Curious, man. Out of those 3, who do you see as like the biggest challenge to you, or the guy that you feel like, man, I think this guy might be on my level, or like it gets the competitive, where like, okay, this is a real opponent here?
Man, they all challenges. You know, they all different styles. You know, so they all gonna be challenges.
How do you overcome those challenges?
Being me, doing what I do, and you know, staying calm, staying composed. You know, I feel like I got me. I feel like it took me some time to feel how I feel, you know, as a fighter, you know, but I feel like I got it all. You know, I'm confident in who I am as a fighter. You know, I can box. I got defense. I can, you know, if I want to sit down and knock a guy out, I could do that. You know, if I want to box a guy, I could do that. I feel like I'm well-rounded, and I got something none of them got, you know. So
You know what, a fight that I would like to see you, obviously the Tank fight, just given your guys' styles, but Isaac Cruz, I think would be a hell of a fight.
I think that'd be a great fight too. You know, I think that'd be a good fight if he accept the fight. You know, from my understanding, he turned me down. You know, yeah. So
How long ago was that?
it was around the time I was fighting. No. It was around the time Earl was fighting Ugas. Yeah.
About a year ago.
Yeah.
How does a fight between you and Pitbull look like? And he was right. Yeah, that's the night that Pitbull fought Gamboa and knocked him out.
Yeah, I do good. I do good against aggressive fighters. You know, I do real good against aggressive fighters. You know, you might mess around and run into, you know, the thunder or the lightning. You know, man down.
I got to ask you, because in a couple of weeks, your promoter's fighting.
Yeah.
Can you give the people some insight? In your opinion, obviously you're biased, why do you believe Errol Spence Jr. will win that fight?
He the big fish, you know. He a dog, you know. EJ is a dog, you know. He work hard, you know, day in, day out. You know, he don't need a date to, you know, be in the gym. So, man, he just that guy.
And I understand that, but I'm sure Terence Crawford is saying, I work hard too.
Yeah.
And you know, I was undisputed champion at 140, and I've knocked everybody out at 147.
That ain't Errol Spence Jr. You know, those guys ain't Errol Spence Jr. You know, Terence is a good fighter, you know, but I feel like this fight is gonna boil down to who just like can figure who out in that fight. And you know, with our coach that we got, Derrick James, you know, we always got a backup plan for everything. So figuring anybody out ain't nothing to us.
We'll wrap it up with this. For the people who will turn on Showtime Championship Boxing on Saturday night, for the people who will come out here to Las Vegas, a city that's on fire right now, so much going on in this city, pay their money, walk into the Chelsea, what can you guarantee that they're going to get when they see the ghost Frank Martin step into the ring Saturday night?
They're gonna be like, yeah, that's him. He is him, you know. So they're gonna see a beast, you know. They're gonna see some speed, some power, great defense, you know, a guy not get hit, you know. So they're gonna see everything come Saturday night. I'm gonna show them everything.
There you have it, folks. And again, it all goes down here at the Chelsea.